Here we have semi-private client Julie Gilbert going through some single leg squats. We've been incorporating these quite a bit since completing the Certified Functional Strength Coach certification with Mike Boyle out in Massachusetts. We find that we are really quickly able to increase strength stability and reduce injury risk with this exercise. And our goal is to gradually progress to a lower and lower box. And then once we can get below parallel, then we start increasing load. Here, Julie's working on push-ups. This is a great exercise to tie the anterior core, the glutes, the shoulders, triceps, chest all together to work in a functional manner. Our goal here is to maintain pelvic control and to not get too much extension. The private clients, Carol Corneli and Nicole Stilson, working on some of our movement preparation work. So after we do our stretches, our mobility work, our activation work, then we'll work on some sort of ladder drill where we're working on coordination and footwork. Not truly an agility drill, but simply to get their feet moving, get their brain thinking. Here, Nicole is doing some medicine ball chest passes, working on some power production. You notice how she's getting the hips into the movement, so it's a full body movement. Next, we've got Kim Hartzell, one of our semi-private clients, working on some posterior walking lunges. This is going to focus on the quad muscles as we're pushing back off the toe. And this is a segment from our suspension shred class. So we've got a half kneeling, one arm dumbbell press. And that's going to be paired up with a TRX peel-off press or anti-extension press. So we're working on our anti-rotator musculature on this particular exercise. Next, we've got Tanya Armour, one of our Barbell Club members, working on her deadlifts. We've been incorporating a lot of reset deadlifts, so after each rep, she's going to set the bar down, completely stand up, and then reset the lift. Tanya is a state record holder in the squat, and she recently got the Best Masters overall female lifter at her last meet at the state championships. So this is a great exercise since deadlifts always have to start off the floor. The first rep's always the hardest, so we've been having a lot of our lifters focus on just doing that first lift repeatedly. Back to Nicole Stilson here, working on some dumbbell floor press. So we have a limited range of motion, so people that have shoulder issues, this tends to be a little bit better exercise for them, puts less stress on the shoulder musculature. It also allows them to handle a little bit heavier weight. So it's going to emphasize the deltoids, the anterior deltoid, triceps, and muscles. Carol, another one of our semi-private members, working that one-arm press. And Nicole back to some flexion work with a mini band. So this is really focusing on increasing the strength of the hip flexors, and we're really focusing on core stability, trying not to let the hips shift too much. Nicole's doing a really great job. Her hips are tucking out just a tad at the end range, so we'll work on sort of limiting that range of motion a little bit so we don't get that slight dumping at the very end as you see the tailbone sort of tuck under. But